Hello everyone, how's it going? It is Miles and welcome back to another video. So in today's video we will be trying out YouTube's new editing app, YouTube Create for mobile. So I think I'm a pretty good candidate to make this type of video because I make content on mobile. So the whole purpose of this project is to see how well it competes with InShot, the editing app I've been using for the past 2 to 3 years, and to see if I can edit a video exactly the same way I edit it in InShot. So let's get straight into it. So you can do a lot of the basic editing that you can on other editing platforms. So one thing is that the UI is very simple and very easy to find. You can easily find everything. I think the captions is just for the actual YouTube video once you upload it to YouTube. And it has many of the same features as InShot. So let me just go to InShot and show you the UI for that real quick. So here's the UI for InShot. There's a little bit more things just because YouTube Create is a beta, so there is a little bit more features, and also InShot has been out for a couple years now. So you can see canvas is just the aspect ratio, the music, the stickers, everything's here. You can easily find it as well. But yeah, let's go back to YouTube Create so I can talk about more of the things that there is to kind of experiment with. So one thing that I did notice is that you can't import text. So you can have, like, for example, let's just put hey or something like that, or let's just put that. So you can look at the style, you can change the size, the fonts. One thing that I did notice is that you can't import fonts. So if you want to use your own font or one that you found on the internet, too bad, so sad, because you just can't import them. But the good thing is that it does have a great selection of text or fonts. You can also change the color of the text, the background. This is really sharp. The format, the outline, which is the stroke, like that, and a shadow, which is not really that crazy. So let's delete that real quick. So next is that you can import sounds from your device. So if we click on sounds, you can use the music that is in YouTube. So it's really cool. It's copyright free as well, and it also has sound effects available, which is really cool, but they're not that great. They sound okay, but the music is copyright free too, and you can import your own stuff. Like I said, you can also import your own sound effects as well. Next is that it has cool and smooth transitions. So let's go to this video. So I'm gonna be quiet just because the video still has volume on it or sound on it. So let me just show you guys how cool the transition is. I'll get you guys in the next one. So you guys saw that. So if we click on this little thing, you can see the different available. So let me just, like, for example, this one. They're really cool. For example, let's try this one too. They're really smooth. It's kind of cool how there's a big variety of transitions here available. InShot does not have that. So let me just show you guys the transitions on InShot real quick. So here on InShot, if you press this little like white box, it will show you the transitions. So there's a lot of basic stuff here, but so you can see that a lot of them are behind a paid subscription, but there is a great selection. So all the colored ones are pro, and all these gray ones on the left here, those are the ones you can use for free, which is okay. But I think personally YouTube Create has a better selection of transitions, and they're a lot smoother in my personal opinion. So like I said, the UI is very simple. You can pretty much find everything you need. So sticker, you can find your stickers here. They're animated as well. The GIFs, the emojis, the text, the overlay. So for example, if you want to have a video on top of another video, you can have that as well. Sound, we already talked about that. The voiceover. This is a beta, by the way, so there's not going to be a ton of features. That's why it's so limited. Also, YouTube Create is free. There's literally no paid subscription for here, but like I said, it is a beta, so I would expect a subscription in the future. InShot, however, does have a subscription, like I just mentioned about the transitions. So let's go back and see how much the subscription costs. So the thing with InShot is that it's paid. So we press this little crown, so you can pay $3 a month $13 a year, or you can do a one-time fee of $34.99 or $34. I'm just gonna round up. So for example, like the one-time fee, you only pay those $35 and you're good to go. Next is that YouTube Create has crashed on me, so let me go back to YouTube Create real quick. So like I said, YouTube Create has crashed on me twice, only when changing the text stroke. So what I mean by that is the little orange outline on the text. Every time I was changing that, it crashed on me twice. The first time I forgot to save it, so the entire, like, it crashed, but the text was the only thing that disappeared. Like the sound effects, the cuts were still intact. I do recommend to save every 10 to 15 minutes just because you don't want to lose a ton of progress, because I lost over an hour worth of progress. The second time I edited, I was already saving, so I didn't really lose a whole lot. But yeah, that's pretty much my biggest complaint here. Now next, like I said, the music library is completely copyright free and it is built in, which is honestly one of the coolest features and an underrated feature that this app does have. Also, YouTube Create does take up 6.7 gigabytes, which is a lot, and InShot only takes up about 300 megabytes, which is a lot less. So, like I said, the biggest downsides are the storage space and the crashing issues. I think the storage space, is just due to the size of the actual recording, not the recording app, because I think the recording app is only about 100 megabytes. So yeah, I think this recording is just takes up too much space, and that's why it takes up so much space on my phone. Now, if you do have a low-end device, I wouldn't recommend YouTube Create. I would recommend InShot instead, but if you do have a higher-end device with a lot more storage, I would definitely recommend YouTube Create. Overall, it is great and a quality experience. I would definitely recommend. It competes very well with InShot. The video pretty much came out the same. So yeah, like everything's here. If we go to this part, this is a blur effect, and the text is from CapCut. I always do that, whether it be on InShot or here, and then everything else was done here. So yeah, there's really nothing much. You can definitely do some cool editing, very basic as well. You can kind of see that I just did a lot of text, but that's about all I do, and just add a few cuts. And I definitely had fun, but I did just have a struggle with adding the intro. For some reason it wouldn't pop up. But yeah, overall would definitely recommend. It's top notch. Hopefully they don't add a subscription in the future. And also, one last thing I forgot to mention, when you first import, for example, like a video, it does this little thing. It takes a couple minutes depending on, or it takes a long time depending on how long or how big the size of the recording is. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.